question is from Phoebes Crayke. I live in France and gyms may be forced to close due to the coronavirus. What are some tips to maintain muscle during this period of time?
This is going to be much more of a common question, I think, because of this problem. Well, obviously, if you have home gym equipment, you're totally fine, right? You can work out at home. You could, if you have a barbell, dumbbells, adjustable bench, you're pretty much set. You could do almost any exercise and train every body part with that type of basic equipment. But let's say you don't. Let's say you don't have any equipment whatsoever. What are some good, I guess, body weight, no gym required type exercise and workouts? Now, we created a program specifically around this called MAPS Anywhere. So it's a full workout program that doesn't need or require equipment. It just requires bands and your body weight. There's a couple things you could do to make body weight exercises more challenging, because the thing for me with body weight exercises, like a body weight squat sometimes is it gets too easy. Like how many of these do I need to do before I start to feel these or whatever, because I don't have 200 or 300 pounds on my back. Just move to one leg. Single one limb type movements like single leg squats or pistol squats, one arm push-ups, very effective exercises, lots of resistance. And you can get great workouts with some of these.
Also, this is a good time to do tempo and isolation exercises too, or isometric exercises.
Isometric,
yeah,
yes.
Isometric and tempo stuff is great. Like, man, I can take somebody and do 10 bodyweight squats and make it extremely intense.
Slow.
Oh, yeah. Slow it down, do an isometric hold at the bottom of it, and watch you get. And I mean, of course, another great option is if you can do a single leg squat, but that's normally a really big jump, right? A lot of people
you could assist. I guess you could hold on to something while doing it, right?
But even then, still really hard for a lot of people, mobility wise, strength wise, to make the jump from body weight squats are really easy for me. Let me go to a single leg pistol. Like even with the assistance, it's typically pretty challenging for most people. So my first way to progress body weight squats is just simply slowing down the tempo and doing isometric holds at the bottom, and you can make those really, really challenging. So, and then if you have the ankle mobility and hip mobility to do, and strength to do a single leg squat, I think that's excellent advice.
I think too, rubber bands, now that we have different versions, like they have some now that are really applied a lot of like thickness to it, so it's got like more weight resistance that you can really like challenge yourself with. Like before, it used to be like if I worked out with bands, it was basically like, I mean, it's pretty light. It wasn't any much better than like working out with just your body weight, but I think there's a lot more options now with these thick bands that you can really get some serious resistance that you can work against and do pretty much just about every exercise you can think of, as long as you have something to wrap it around. And I know that Rubber Bandits has handles for these as well too, so you can still do like all kinds of stuff.
Dude, seriously, you could do and I did this years ago. Traveled to southern Italy with my family, and the small town that we were staying in, they have a gym that just so happened to be closed for the entire month that we were there. So I had no gym to go to unless I went to the next town, but I didn't have a car. So all I had access to was a pull-up bar, resistance bands, and my body. And I had phenomenal workouts. Obviously, with the pull-up bar, you can do one of the best back exercises known to man, which is pull-ups. You could do all kinds of pressing exercises for the upper body by elevating your feet, which increases the resistance. You could balance with your feet up against the wall if you want to do upside down push-ups. Those tend to be very difficult. And then, of course, you can use bands. But here's something else that I found. Because of the lack of high resistance for a lot of exercises, frequency became more important. So normally when I'd go to a gym, for example, I'd hit full body maybe 3 days a week with heavy weights. But now let's say I'm at home, I don't have access to heavy weights. Well, now increase the frequency. So instead of doing 3 days a week, do 6 days a week. 6 days a week, I'm training the whole body with a 30 to 45 minute body weight band based workout. And you'll actually get some pretty damn good results. In fact, what you may actually notice is if you switch out of the gym and do that for, let's say, 2 or 3 months or even 1 month, and then go back to the gym, you may actually find that you have better stability, better fitness. It's a new novel stimulus. This may be an opportunity for you to change up your workout so much that it gets your body to actually respond. And at the very least, it'll prevent lots of fitness loss and muscle loss and that kind of stuff. So frequency becomes more important when you don't have the weight that will create the tension that you want.